Hi, this is part 5 of the in-depth sound collage tutorial on Audacity. If you've watched this long, thank you very much. I hope this has been insightful, at least something to maybe get started. So that's really what this is about, is just trying to get more people to see that this is actually a lot of fun. So I'm going to try to make this the last video. Um, just 5 parts, that's all I want to do. So let's just see if I can do it. Really, the only other thing I'd want to hit as far as making this a beginner in-depth tutorial, I guess now, is more focused on the music stuff. And I want to specifically talk about the beat grids. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new track here, brand spanking new. I realize we didn't use this right here. It's there if we needed it, but I guess we didn't. But what I'm going to do is right click on the top, beats and measures. And I'll just solo this part because I think this was the first loop we ever really made. I never turned that into an actual loop though. So maybe this is a history lesson right here. You highlight a section, you can set a loop to the section. That is now going to be the same distance wherever you put it. So we'll just try to guess at the beginning. Sounds pretty good. Since I split the track, I have to just make sure I'm getting both here. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to enable the snap feature. I'm going to paste it in. I'm going to make this one by highlighting everything, join clips. There we go. Did we do good with this one? I think we have the same issue. We're going to take the snap off of it right now. That might be a snare. Oh, maybe not. I'm going to copy that. Bring that. And we're going to snap it. And that one did not make it all the way here. Maybe I can put here. Turn off the snapper. Just click on the end here. We're gonna do that again. Okay. We're gonna join these together. My goodness, okay. All right. I'm gonna click snap. Alt, so there it is. So hold down Alt. You see how that turns in the mouse? So it's hovering over it, turns into that. Those times and everything. There we go. So it even says it was sped up by 104%. What's the next obvious music section? I'm not going to do anything to that. Let's make it just 4. We're going to take the snap off because this is delicate work here. And we're just going to, oops, I deleted it. So nice, we did it twice. Join it all together. We just need like, nope, a starting spot. There we go. There we go. What is this? I know we have something else. Maybe I just got rid of a bunch of stuff. Well, anyway, that's enough to do stuff with. So I'm going to move my stuff down here a little bit. And, you know, we'll start it maybe there. We'll copy that. Not 100% sure why it's doing 2 of them at once, but that's okay. We can go ahead and repeat these. Let's do it 7 times. That means there's 8 total. And let's take this one and we're going to repeat it 3 times. And then let's move it there. Why not? Let's take all the solos off of these. What else? There's something else up here. We're taking you also. Right, we're adding in a stereo track. Again, I don't know why it's coming in twice, but we're going to put it down here. Just for the sake of speed, I'm going to copy paste this. And then copy this right there. This one here, I think we got to adjust it. So again, I'm going to hold down Alt. And we can either drag it there, 71% faster, or we can do half Cs. Now it's really fast. And look at this. I think that maybe I didn't quite... All right, so some basic troubleshooting that Lucas didn't do. We'll get rid of those. Oh, interesting. And those. We're going over here. I was worried about that maybe holding down Alt, then I'm gonna make sure to get that. There it is. Oh, it's toward the top. And we're going to oh, we're right up against it, right? Oh. How did that get there? Right, I'm deleting that. And now this video is very important. It's a very important video because it shows that anybody can make mistakes. Look at that. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. We're just like so on it. We're on it. And now, if I repeat it like 7 times, there we go. Gosh, so much of music, like working with music and audio, is the troubleshooting. Like taking trouble and shooting it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Yeah, that'll get it to the end. This is a very rudimentary patternizer. In fact, what I could do is take out these two for some drama. So. All right. Got ourselves a hiccup. We highlight this whole thing and we would just, pick a spot like these. Just line up the best you can. Okay, actually here. So what you'd do is, oh, that's interesting that it's there, but typically what you do is take this, copy that, and put it right there. That is the new loop. Then this, goes away. Let's join these clips. So there's the new loop. Now we're going to repeat it like the 7 times. There we go. Now we can use the snap it system, and it's just fine. The other thing is, one of them is a lot louder than the other one. So this is some very basic production notes here. Let's just bring it up. It's actually pretty close. It's about 3. Let's listen again. How close are they? Actually pretty close to the same volume. And then we have, it's an involuntary reflex. It's not by the way, that's not like a smile. Okay, I know, it's a lot of work, but if you want to use the system, you got to work with it. And if you correct something in the beginning, then it works a lot better with you later on. So let's zoom in here. Scratch that. Let's highlight all these and then zoom in there. We'll take off the snap because we're going to correct course. So right now, yeah, it's a little off, but as you can see, a bit of difference there. And like the more you go in, the more obvious it becomes. Like, yes, that's a lot. So we're just gonna try to line it up as best we can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but let's just see how that sounds. Sounds good. At least everything's lined up now. So it's the same as before. Take that part off here. Put it in the front. We're going to make this one clip. And we're going to shave this off. So there we go. It is the new loop. There, it gets us to the end. I'm going to copy all these. I usually go by A4s, 8s, 16s. Let's turn the snap on. It's like it really wants snap to be on. That's fine. Put that there. Put that here. So what have we just created and why? Well, actually here, we'll take that out too for some variety. We just created a kind of a sort of a pattern here. It's better just to be listened to. I'll just the volume. We're just kind of making choices here, essentially. What sounds good? I actually like that. Just choices, artistic choices. There's no There's some rhyme or reason to it. This is just for variety, just putting some variety in there. Now, one thing I do notice, and again, this is on the production side, we got two bass lines going on here. I'm going to take out this bass line a bit. Now, easiest way to do that is choosing the high pass filter. We're going to, take out 300. Maybe you only have to take out 150, but that just makes sure, and yeah, it's going to be lower now. Make sure there's no muddy basses. So let's just hear this. Actually, because we took that out, a lot of the amplitude went away. Let's bring this up a little bit. Like 3. I like 3s. Let's turn this up. Unironically, like 9. I want to get it up there. We'll hear if it's good or not. Let's bring it down 3. This is we're just getting variety. I actually like that bass line more. Let's keep the bass line from the other side. And just to kind of show some variety. I think that last 4. I'm going to take all the bass out. Up to like 500. So it's I need some silence. That's mimicking like a filter effect. So no, we are not making a banger. I'm just demonstrating what can be done. And so you now know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure it's the only thing that's here. I'm going to export that. Again, make sure you have a spot that you know about. There it is. I'm going to take off the beats and measures. This is just fine the way it is. All right, I'm going to wrap this up by doing one sort of thing here. I've got a plan for this spot right here in the audio. Oh, almost forgot to turn off the snap. Make that one track. But I'm just going to take this part right here, just the ending. Max it out. It'll do us all right. Reverse the whole thing so that way it's sort of leading into itself. So here's what that sounds like now. We're going to find room for these weird beat sections. So let's unmute everything. Big finale here. Unsolo everything because that just gets in the way. To remind myself, like, what is this again? Okay, sounds and beats. All right, so it's these top two lines. We don't need anymore. I'm gonna just get rid of them. I'm gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna cut this off just right at the beginning to just fill the gaps where there aren't sounds. So that's the first one right there. Bring it to there. Let's have it last until the next clip, which looks like right there. We're going to listen for muddiness. Let's just see if it seems ridiculous, if it seems too muddy, anything of that sort.
I wonder which way to go.
Am I on the air?
Heard enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something? What's the matter with you? Nuts?
Lots of sugar in my tea.
Small.
Lots of sugar.
You'll hear from me later. 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 You'll hear from me later.
Small.
There's nothing you can do now.
You want to be a big guy?
You all right?
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
Small.
The apology could have been stronger.
I wonder which way to go. Which way to go?
That didn't quite work right. Another important lesson. Sometimes plans just fall down. The funniest part is sometimes you have to look at it and say, was it better before you did all this stuff to it? So I'm going to step away from the project for a little bit, but at the very least, I did at least show a little bit of something within the program that might be useful to know. All right, so I gave myself time to go play in the yard or something, and now I'm back refreshed. First thing I notice is that I've deleted a lot of those extra clips that I probably could have used at this point, but that's okay. We're going to use what we have. I noticed that a lot of the most compelling stuff in this is going to start being overshadowed by any layers of extra sounds on it. So I'm going to go for a minimal approach to adding any sort of background sounds to this. So, and that might be just not very much of the music stuff. If the stuff that we've already created is compelling, which I think actually is probably the most interesting part, is just what's been done with the vocal tracks, then I'll probably use the music minimally, if not even not very often. So I'm going to start by taking this big project and I'm going to take the music files out of it. So I remember this one in particular, I have to split this. Yeah, I believe I have to split this so that I can paste it in. There we go. Because both are pasted. So I'm taking that out of here. And then this was the other one that was kind of a nice sound buildup, but it's still sound nonetheless. And going for the less is more approach at this point. There we go. So I've got all this muted down here. It's its own thing. I'm going to print this off. I'm going to save it, I mean. So all of this right here as it is, this wonderful creation. I'm going to condense it down because I think it's pretty good on its own. I don't think there's any extra editing we have to do. If anything, it's going to be the feature because most of the effort went into it and because I said so. No, I'm just kidding. Because I want anything that we've worked on to stay in the foreground. So I'm only filling holes. So since this is all unmuted and these are all muted down here, I'm going to take this all and put it into one track. So sound collage vocal edits thus far only, giving it the highest marks here possible. And you know, even though some of these clips might not have even been at this high of a rate, some of the effects we've put on them have probably pushed them over. So we're going to export it at the fullest possible quality. All right, there it is. Let's put it in the project. And that's what we created, all that down there. You can actually see where the silences are better too. Like there's a big, huge one right there. And now, so long. And now the end is near. And then I see a final curtain. From A to Z, I did it my way. Parting is such sweet sorrow. All right, now this might just be the last step of the whole project here, but I'm going to very subtly listen through it, and I'm going to listen for what seems like a spot that could use something. I wish there was a better way I could put that.
I wonder which way to go.
Am I on the air?
Heard enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with
So my rule of having not trying to have the same exact thing twice plays into effect here. So
Am I on the air?
Heard enough from you already.
Hey!
I could put something in here. So let's use what we have here. In fact, let's really burn the boats. Take this guy, and can we make this into a stereo track again? Yes. So
Am I on the air?
Heard enough from you already.
Hey!
I think that we have a potential gag here.
Way to go.
Am I on the air?
Heard enough from you already.
Yeah, we do. We have a potential thingy here. So I'm just going to use this part. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to get this out of the way. And then I'm going to amplify it. That's going to be way too much. So what I'm visualizing right now, is that this is going to start playing in the background, and then it's going to cut off, and he's going to be like, I haven't heard enough of you already, whatever. So let's hear it.
On the air?
Heard enough from you already.
Hey!
Yeah. Now I did notice this here, a little mark. It says we peaked. We'll worry about that later. All right, so starting from the beginning.
I wonder which way to go.
Am I on the air?
Heard enough from you already.
Hey! What's the matter with you? Nuts or something? What's the matter with you? Nuts?
Lumps of sugar in my tea.
Small.
Lumps of sugar.
You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me.
Might put another piece right here. I think there's a spot right in here.
What's the matter with you? Nuts?
Lumps of sugar in my tea.
Small.
Yeah, there's a spot in here where there's no sound. I'll take this part right here. a little further in, potentially more variety. I want to start it right when the music cuts out.
Nuts or something? Matter with your nuts?
Lumps of
So it's like right here.
sugar in my lumps of sugar in my tea. Lumps of sugar. Lumps of sugar in my tea.
Matter with your nuts?
Lumps of sugar in my tea.
We're just experimenting.
Matter with your nuts?
Lumps of sugar in my tea. Lumps of sugar.
You'll hear
Nuts?
Lumps of sugar in my tea.
Nuts?
Lumps of sugar in my tea.
With your nuts?
Lumps of sugar in my tea. Lumps.
I shouldn't have got rid of that one part. I should copy it to put here.
Tea.
I think that was the right amount.
Lumps of sugar.
Yeah, he gets the same sound behind him.
Lumps of sugar.
You'll hear from me later. You'll hear
And I think I could use this too.
Lumps of sugar in my tea. Lumps of sugar.
You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later.
And then maybe here, just because I've already introduced the theme, we got to kind of keep going with it.
What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you?
Here, I'll use this. Move that out of here. All right. So I'm looking for where I could put this.
Matter with your nuts?
Lumps of sugar in my tea. Lumps of sugar.
You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later. You'll
I want to put it here.
hear from me later. You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later.
I kind of like the break right there, but I want to have this now do something a little different than it's been. So now that we have our bag of tricks, let's have it go down in pitch and down in tone. So might be kind of sudden jarring, you know?
You'll hear from me later. 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 You'll hear from me later.
I like it.
Lumps of sugar in my tea. Lumps of sugar.
You'll hear from me later. 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 You'll hear from me later.
How does it sound all the way?
You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later.
That's funny, but I want to cut it off like I said I wanted to.
You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later.
I'm going to cut it off when they say small, because then this is like the concept of handing off sounds.
You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later.
It also kind of bookends the sound. These might be too loud, so I'm going to see what happens if I like it or dislike it when I bring it down. I'm turning it like 5, so let's just see what it sounds like.
What's the matter with your nuts or something? Matter with your nuts?
Lumps of sugar in my tea. Lumps of sugar.
You'll hear from me later. 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 You'll hear from me later.
You want to be a big guy?
Enough from you.
You want to be a big guy?
Enough from you
Kind
already.
of like a blank spot in here.
What's the matter with your nuts or something? The apology could have been stronger.
I feel like there's something that could be happening down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, put it here, and let's take the pitch down considerably.
Enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with
Yeah, I like that. 'Cause it's like, whoa, and he's like, hey, you want to be a tough guy?
Lumps of sugar in my tea. Lumps of sugar.
You'll hear from me later. 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 You'll hear from me
The apology could have been stronger.
There's nothing you can do now.
You want to be a big guy?
Enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter?
So what I could do you can tell I'm thinking. Oh, we're splitting again. Here we go again. I know it's not entirely necessary to do this, but I'm doing it. I want this to do something. Actually, I just thought of an easy effect that could be very useful. And oh gosh, it's so lazy sometimes, but it's just so good. So this might not necessarily be necessary. So let's just see.
from me later. You'll hear 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 from me
The apology could have been stronger.
There's nothing you can do now.
You want to be a big guy?
Enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
The apology could have been stronger.
I wonder which way to go.
We gotta get this having something else happen to it.
Enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
Yeah, it needs to be something here.
What's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
Just laughing at what I'm about to do. Just abusing the heck out of this effect. And we're going to need it to go like negative 75%. Oh, it's got to go fast. And this part also, negative 75%. Why can't I what? Oh, negative 12. All right. And you know what? They wouldn't let me do it the way I wanted. So I'm going to do it twice.
Enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
Now repeat the effect right here. So I want to go faster.
Enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
The apology.
We're going to go even faster.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
Again.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
apology could have been stronger.
I wonder which way to go. Which way to go.
dead?
Which way to go. Which way to
Goodbye.
Come on, stop your clowning. What's the matter with you?
Enough from you already.
If I want to go, I go. If I want to go, I go.
I'm afraid so.
It might be funny just to have an entire space right here.
If I want to go, I go.
I'm afraid so.
It's sounding pretty cool, actually. Here, let's do that.
If I want to go, I go.
I'm afraid so.
Am I on the air?
So we need to have something really crazy here then. Maybe we'll just like double down on the effect here. Just keep doing it. Just blah 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 blah.
Am I on the air?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's have this.
Am I on the air?
We're gonna shore up this gap here a little bit.
Am I on the air?
Yeah, by here, we don't need it anymore. And we're gonna get into crazy sound design land. There might even be parts in here where I don't necessarily need it because there's other sounds going on. Here, let's listen from the beginning.
I wonder which way to go.
Am I on the air?
Enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with you?
I want this to be more dramatic. So I'm looking for a fade in, so that starts from 0. Let's put some distortion on it. Let's hear it. Yeah, that's it. It doesn't have to be too loud either. So let's amplify that a little bit. We'll keep a new peak of -3, so it still gets it close to the top. It's enough to be noticed.
On the air.
Enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
Actually, let's fade it in again.
Enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something? What's the matter with you? Nuts?
Lumps of sugar in my tea. Lumps of sugar.
You'll hear from me later. 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 You'll hear from me later.
I wouldn't mind having something different going on here. I know we've always gone down in volume or pitch and when we did the slide, so let's bring it up. So starting tempo is going to be -50, -12. Final tempo is going to be 0. Let's find out.
Lumps of sugar in my tea. Lumps of sugar.
You'll hear from me.
I kind of like that. In fact, we'll get rid of that.
Too sugar in my tea.
I'm going to copy that, delete it,
I'm
put it there.
I'm too sugar in my tea. I'm too sugar.
You'll hear from me later. 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 You'll hear from me later.
Apology could have been stronger.
There's nothing you can do now.
You want to be a big guy?
Enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
The apology could have been stronger.
I wonder which way to go. Which way to go? Which way to go?
I'm curious what it sounds like on its own here. Is there enough of a sound bed to carry it on its own?
I wonder which way to go. Which way to go? Which way to go?
Come on,
Not really, actually. I kind of like it. Let's keep it.
I wonder which way to go. Which way to go? Which way to go?
come on, stop your clowning. What's the matter with you?
Enough from you already.
Fighting Hey, what's the matter with you?
If I want to go, I go.
You want to be a
Little variety right here.
If I want to go, I go. If I want to go, I go.
Sometimes you got to remind the listener what they're missing.
If I want to go, I go.
You want to be a big guy?
Am I on the air?
The apology could have been stronger.
If I want to go, I go.
I'm too sugar in my tea.
Come on, stop your clowning. What's the matter with you?
Apology could have been
If I want to go, I go.
And there's nothing you can do now.
The apology could have been stronger.
Which way to go?
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
Enough from you already.
If I want to go, I go.
Is he dead?
You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later.
Enough from you
You
already.
nuts or something? The apology could have been stronger. You want to be a big guy?
I wonder which way to go.
And there's nothing you can do now. Am I on the air?
Actually, that was kind of cool with that fading up and in, but there probably isn't a lot of reason to use anything else. I dare say, are we done? What's a good spot to end the rising up here in the end? It was a good spot. Like right where we ended it was actually perfect. Like there. Like there. Yeah, that's it. All that extra work. I mean, I'm sure there's other things that we could have did, but sometimes there's more and more you could do, or you could just call it done. For this being a first kind of deep dive into creating something, I think this was okay. Would I have any regrets ending it here? No, because I'd probably keep creating. The other thing is all the other stuff has like beats in it. This didn't turn out into being that kind of a project. This turned out being much more subtle, kind of floaty. So that's the other thing. Sometimes the project makes itself, and you're kind of along for the ride. Like suddenly it kind of has its own inertia, and I could even throw stuff at it, and it just doesn't seem right. So yeah, it's like you start it, but then it finishes it. So with that being said, this is not the last you'll see of me. Maybe I'll do another talkie video, and I'm actually thinking about just trying this series again, just doing it again and again and again until I get better at it. And then maybe after 10 projects, you could just listen to that one, and that'll be the one that, if you're a newbie. Okay, I'm rambling now. Thanks for listening. I hope you've learned something from this. And if you want to try this stuff, it's fun, it's cathartic. You get to make something relatively fast, and it's going to be unique. I give the same samples to anybody, and they're going to make a different thing. In fact, that should be a challenge. What would you do with these exact same samples? Anyway, that's it for me for now. Thanks for watching.
I wonder which way to go.
Am I on the air?
Enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something? What's the matter with you? Nuts?
Lumps of sugar in my tea.
Small.
Lumps of sugar.
You'll hear from me later. 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 You'll hear from me later.
Apology could have been stronger.
There's nothing you can do now.
You want to be a big guy?
Enough from you already.
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
Small.
The apology could have been stronger.
I wonder which way to go. Which way to go?
dead?
Which way to go?
Come on, stop your clowning. What's the matter with you?
Enough from you already.
Fighting it. Small. Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
If I want to go, I go.
I'm afraid
You want to be a big guy?
Am I on the air?
Fighting it. Fighting it.
The apology could have been stronger.
If I want to go, I go.
I'm afraid so. Lumps of sugar in my tea.
Come on, stop your clowning. What's the matter with you?
Apology could have been stronger.
If I want to go, I go.
And there's nothing you can do now.
The apology could have been stronger.
Which way to go?
Hey, what's the matter with you? Nuts or something?
Enough from you already.
If I want to go, I go.
Is he dead?
You'll hear from me later. You'll hear from me later.
Enough from you
You
already.
nuts or something?
The apology could have
You
been
want to
stronger.
be a big guy?
I wonder which way to go.
And there's nothing you can do now.